Hi, my name is Alejandro González Ramos, and I'm going to talk about mixed tenses such as present, past, and future. For example, mixed tenses is when you use one or two tenses of this category in a sentence. For example, I ran yesterday, and I will run tomorrow. I run is past, and I will is tomorrow, and that is where the complex and the compound sentences and tenses take place in the sentence, and we use it for the comprehension of the other person that you did something in the past and you will do something in the future, or you're doing something in the present. Giving a continuation of another tenses, we have present perfect simple, which are sentences that are built with have or has, and is for an action that you have been doing and is already finished, and is always written with have and the verb, and in the verb in past. Present perfect continuous is for an action that is happening and is still going as we speak. For example, I'm doing this video, or I'm doing homework. That are actions that I'm doing and are still going to in the present time. To conclude this session, we have the vocabulary of books and films. For example, when you read a book, it's divided in chapters, and maybe you can say that type of vocabulary related to books is like fairy tales, or enchanting or cultivating story. But I can see some similarities between books and films, because as they're so narrating something, they share. For example, one thing that they share is that reviews and opinions are shared and are the same in books and films. And for films, is like actors, main role, director, or script, because they have to do all of that in order to make a film.
Hello, my name is Ricardo David Casas Salgado, and I'm going to speak about topics that we see all this first partial with Mr. Leroy. And to start, I'm going to talk about the narrative tenses. The first one is past simple. This narrative tenses is used to talk about main events in the past. Another use is to describe finished actions and events that occurs in the past. Another narrative tenses is the past continuous that is used to describe action in progress. And these narrative tenses give us more information about the background of the situation that occurs in that moment. The last one is the past perfect that is used to make it clear events that happened before and are past events. This narrative tenses is used to talk about events that happens earlier. And some examples of past simple is when we went to the zoo last week. Another is to past habits or states that some example is we really like sport and was very fit. Another example is I played football for 20 years. That is used to explain situation that start and finish in the past. Another example of past continuous is yesterday at 10 p.m. I was sleeping. These narrative tenses is used to set the scene as the beginning of the story. And the last one is past perfect, that is events happen earlier in the past. Some example is when I meet her, I have never been in a serious relationship. To continue for this explanation that we see in this partial, we are going to talk about do and make the difference. Okay, use do is used for action, obligation, and repetitive tasks. And make is used for creating and producing something and for action that you choose. Some example of do is from works, jobs, and tasks. Do the homework, do the housework, do a good job. Another is non-specific action, that is anything, nothing, everything. Others like do nothing, do anything. Another use is replace verbs when it's obvious, like do your hair, do the wishes, do the exam. For the other part is make. Make is used to food, drinks, meals. Make a cake, make the breakfast, make the dinner. Another use is to produce reaction, like make your eyes water, make you happy, make you sleeping. Plans and decisions, like make a decision, make a choice, make a plan. Speaking a sounds, like make a noise, make a comment for a neighbor, make a speech for the teacher, like is this a speech that is talking about the topics that we see. For the last topic that I'm going to talk about is the preposition in, on, and at. Okay. The preposition in is used when you are talking about time, referring on a specific time of the day, month, or season. Some examples is my birthday is on February. Another is it always cold in winter. Another use of in is when you are talking about places. It's a location for another person. Like I used to live in Florida. Another preposition is on. The word on to talk about style for specific dates. For example, I got to the gym on Mondays and week. Another example is I got to the school every day. Another use is to when you are talking about places on when we are speaking about topics. It's on the surface of something else that the purpose are on the complicated. Another preposition is at when you're talking about style. It's used for a specific time, like I will see you at 8 p.m. and my interview is at 30 p.m. Another use is when you're talking about places and say specific places that we are going to meet in the coffee